toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another SEC rival, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's got it on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Makes the quick grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking for room. It's Smothers.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Hold and fire complete. Wide open spaces. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. A strike downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Caught close to the marker. It's James. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Finds a man in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's James. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Mitchell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Bailey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Going to look downfield again. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Leaves it with the running back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Makes the grab. It smothers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Horned Frogs get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's James. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 20 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Oh, a lot of space. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Grimes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hoover. They'll run the screen. Fighting off the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. It's a seam wide open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On the run, it's Payne. Spins away from the defense. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back to get the yardage.
NC State quick to the line. Unloads quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Reads it, fires complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They give him the rock again on second and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move, it's Payne. Turning it on. There he goes. He's inside the 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here. great game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Give to the back. He's loose. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the RPO, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3, it's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man quickly. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finds his tight end. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State going up-tempo.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Behind the chains now on second and long. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, NC State! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Grab near the marker. It's Grimes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. To the air on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Gets out of bounds quickly. Got to save that time. He picks up 13 on that one. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Barnes. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Pulls and fires complete. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Trying to pound it in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They jump on top here in OT. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
Trailing by a touchdown, third and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. Fourth and goal. Throws for the end zone. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.